Hello everyone, welcome back to Mohana Astrology. Rajshri here. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about April 2023 horoscope predictions for all moon signs and ascendants. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do and press the bell icon so that you get the notifications as soon as I post my next video. Now let's see how the planetary positions are there in the sky in the month of April. April begins with the new shift in energy that has happened in the month of March because of Saturn's move to Shatavisha. It's a major move, major shift, and April carries that new energy when it begins. More changes are coming in April, rather from mid-April onwards, when Sun and Jupiter moves to the sign of Aries. Sun is getting exalted there, Jupiter coming to the friend's house. I have discussed in very detail about Jupiter's move in Aries and how it's going to be in my earlier video. Please listen to it to understand the energy. In short, what I'll say here is if you are expecting a spectacular result from Jupiter and Sun, when they enter in Aries, you will be slightly disappointed because Rahu is sitting there in that sign. Rahu is eclipsing Sun there, and Jupiter is also very uncomfortable at the time being with Saturn's aspect on all of them. Mercury being retrograde again in the sign of Aries. So it's a disturbing energy that we can feel in the month of April. From mid-April onwards, and the sign of Aries is highly disturbed, and so is the other sign, opposite sign Libra. So wherever this Aries and Libra axis is falling in your own birth chart, those two particular areas are going to be a bit shaky in April. We need to keep that in mind. The good part is Venus is moving to Taurus in his own sign, very comfortable, but again there is a hitch. That's Venus is both were hemmed between two malefics. Mars is finally out of Taurus and is in the sign of Gemini. Now Gemini is not the greatest sign for Mars, but the good part is Mars is alone here, not influenced by any other malefics. So overall, this Mars is going to push us to take some new initiatives, sudden decisions, and it can also create some aggressive communication as well. So we need to handle this Mars's energy with a little bit of care. Then, as I mentioned, the solar eclipse is happening in Aries, and this solar eclipse is a highly transformative solar eclipse. It is impacting so many planets, so many major planets in the sky, and it's also happening in the sign of Aries, which denotes the new beginning. So the month promises new beginning, but through challenges. It's going to initiate something new. It will prompt us to, take that next step in our lives. It's going to push us out of our comfort zones and accept the challenges of the life and move on from there. And it's the energy of finding a new path wherever this axis of Aries and Libra is falling in your birth chart. Another significant event of April is Rahu and Ketu's activation. If you see placement of all the planets barring one, they all are placed either in Rahu's nakshatra or in Ketu's nakshatra. Therefore, the underlying energy of the planets are that of Rahu and Ketu. And whenever Rahu and Ketu are acting so prominently, difficult energies, separative energies build up. And it happens quite abruptly, quite out of the blue. Now moving on to the moon sign and ascendant based predictions. Please note that these are general predictions. The actual result will vary based on your own planetary positions. And also note that these predictions are as per Vedic astrology, sidereal astrology. It's not as per Western astrology or tropical astrology. So, without any more delay, let's begin with Aries. Aries. For Aries, April 2023 will begin with a notion of changes coming in your life. From mid-April onwards, prepare to navigate through challenges. Take good care of your health. There will be situations which can add to your anxiety level. Try not to lose temper and remain careful in your communication. Your sign Lord Mars in Gemini is going to prompt you to work on your plans and ideas. It's good for taking new initiatives, particularly in the areas related to media, communication, advertising, publishing, and writing. Do not plan any new treatment after 20th of April. Your travel plans may also change at the last moment. Spouse's health will need care. Large scale differences with the spouse, that's also possible. Take care of your relationship with your siblings as well. If you are in partnership business, try not to get involved in conflicts with the partners. Employed people need to work diligently, otherwise, third week onwards, there may be difficult news for you. This is not the time to voice your opinion in the workplace. Father's health or your child's health will need attention too. Take additional precaution about what decisions you take and how you judge a situation in April, and keep your ego down. Spend some time every day in praying or in meditation so you can navigate through these temporary challenges of April. Beginning of a new phase in life is kickstarting in April for Aries. Taurus. First, the good news. Your sign Lord Venus's move to your own sign will bring positive results for you in April. So, there will be improvements in your personality, there will be improvements in your appearance, and it's going to be noticed by others as well. However, a lot of planets will move to your 12th house this month. For some of you, this will open possibilities for foreign travel. Some of you will go away from home for some reason, maybe for travel. If your own chart also has the indication, you may have to visit hospital this month. Mental anxiety, sleeplessness can be there too. You may also like to spend time in solitude. Large amount of expenditure is foreseen for you in April. Take care of your finances. Professional progress will be there if your job has a relation with the foreign countries or companies. Some disturbances will be there from the colleagues. Job change can also happen. Mars in your family house can create differences with the family members and also with the spouse's family members. Be careful of rough speech. Dental issues can bother you as well. Since Venus is in own sign, you'll get confidence to deal with any adverse situation with your usual charm. Health wise, remain cautious. Drive carefully if you drive a vehicle. Your child's health can cause concern. If you want to get married this month, it's suitable for that. The month indicates travel, but there can be issues posing up in travel as well. Father's health will need attention. Gemini. Mercury, the Lord of Gemini, will be combust most of the time in April and will also get retrograde. Mars is sitting in your sign. So, the first thing that we need to take care is your health, mental anxiety. and anger issues. For some of you, a surgery or injury can also be there. The great news is Jupiter will move to your 11th house on 22nd. Actually, a lot is happening in your 11th house, and all of these indicate some initial difficulties in earnings, but from mid April onwards, multiple avenues of earnings and gains will open up for you. If you are in speculative investments like shares, etc., you may see profits as well. For business people, time is good from the last week. Employed people can expect some tension in the work area. Relationship with your friend circle, with your professional circle, and with the elder siblings will need care. You need to focus on your health too. For eligible Gemini people, the window for getting married is opening up from 22nd. However, it would be best to wait for another couple of months before you commit anything. From the last week of April, parents' health can cause worry. Try not to buy a new vehicle or deal in property matters in the last week. Cancer. Lord of your fortune and luck, that is Jupiter, is coming to your career house. There are a lot of planets there, and although Jupiter is really weak, Sun is shining there and will go through an eclipse as well. So, you can expect a big change coming in your career from the third week of April. This change can take you far from home as well. A new job is also possible. If your work has any connection with the foreign countries, there may be difficulties popping up in the third week. Monetary situation will improve, but there will be a lot of expenses. Mental anxiety related to child's health will be there. If it applies, your child can also move to a foreign country. Lack of understanding with the spouse can cause differences. Spouse's health can also cause concern. Overall, in April, a lot will happen in your professional area. The domestic atmosphere looks disturbed as well. You can expect some improvement in the last week of April. Drive carefully. Leo. In April, your house of fortune, luck, and father is going through a lot of disturbances. The eclipse is also happening there. The good part is Jupiter and Sun will be out of your 8th house in April. Mid April onwards, you will start to see several changes happening in your life. If you are planning for a trip abroad or higher studies, and it was not being productive so long, you can expect that from the third week the things will start moving. However, I suggest not to plan any long distance travel this month. Last moment change or unforeseen difficulties may pop up. And father's health will need utmost care, and so is your child's health. Your relationship with your siblings and neighbors can get strained if you are not careful. However, the good part is, in the last week of April, your own wisdom will increase, and that will help you to navigate in a better manner. Money and income situation looks a bit difficult from the third week though. The energy of this month and even going forward for the next couple of months can bring radical change in your value system, in your traditional beliefs, and related to your father's health. Take care of your own health too. Virgo. There are a lot of planets in your 8th house, including your sign Lord Mercury, which will again be retrograde. The eclipse is also happening in the same house. And as I mentioned, Mercury is going to be retrograde from the third week. All this put together, it looks like you need to remain careful in April. Do not ignore any kind of health related issues, particularly if it is in the internal organs below your navel or related to the nerves and skin. Money will come to you from unexpected sources. It can be from the parental family wealth or by way of tax refunds or money from insurance, etc. Sudden expenditure is also foreseen. In the work area, keep your calm, otherwise, adverse situations can suddenly pop up. If your work is related to research, audit, investigation, astrology, geology, mining, or insurance sector, you will do well. In the married life, try to maintain peace. Spouse's health can cause good amount of worry too. Chances of going abroad or an overseas travel can open up in April, but I suggest waiting for slightly better times. Drive carefully. Overall, it would be best to have patience and not to ignore any kind of health issues in April to wade through the challenges. Libra. The cluster of planets are forming in your seventh house, and the eclipse is also taking place there. Remain very careful of discords in married life or in business partnership, whichever is applicable for you. There are chances of discord going out of hands if you are not careful. Spouse's health will also need care. Some of you can go away from your home, from your spouse, because of a new work. Your April's chart is showing travel far for work. Some difficulties in the job front can be there. Your own temperament can be quite rough as well. There will be scenarios when difficulties can arise because of your own temperament or your own forgetfulness or carelessness. Financially, there may be setbacks because of business partners. From the last week of April, you may expect slightly better results. Some of you may buy properties, but the deals can go through certain difficulties. If you are a male, there are chances of meeting an attractive female partner. However, if you are thinking of getting married, hold on for the next couple of months. Scorpio. For Scorpio people, the sixth house is super activated in April, and your sign Lord Mars is sitting in the eighth house of transformation. April is a month of transformation and healing for you. Along with that, there can be health issues that will need hospitalization or even surgery if your personal chart and dashas are also supporting that. The solar eclipse in the sixth house is indicating coming out of certain difficult health issues for you. From the mid month, good healing and recovery are also indicated. Other aspects of sixth house are also active for you. That's why it's better not to take loans in April. It's better not to get into any kind of conflicts with anyone, particularly with the colleagues in the workplace, because the chart is showing that there can be disputes, there can be disturbances in the workplace. Job change is also possible. From mid-April, a better time in career front begins. Work-related travel, particularly in a foreign country, is also possible. Finances will need care though. Large amount of expenditure is foreseen. Your married life will also need care in April. If you are planning to get married, wait for a couple of more months. A sense of insecurity or mental anxiety can prevail this month. Mother's health can cause concern for some of you. There can be differences in the family. Sagittarius. For Sagittarius people, all the activity, including the solar eclipse, is happening in the fifth house. Initially, it shows some turmoil related to income, finance, and productivity, but with time, as the month progresses, things are going to get better. Your creative energy will be high. However, if you have children, their health can cause worry. Romantic relationships can also get overshadowed by ego problems. Your sign Lord Jupiter's move to your fifth house is great, but the adverse energies on Jupiter after the mid month can cause health related and temperamental issues for you. Remain careful of onset of stomach or liver related problems. There can be some difficulties for people who invest in shares or stocks. Gains will be there, but not as much as you expected. Work-wise, April is good for both employed and business people. New job opportunities can come for you. As far as married life is concerned, April is not a good month. Remain careful of conflicts and ego-related issues. From the last week of the month, you will feel a surge of goodness in your personality. As far as taking decisions about something is concerned, weigh all options, see the pros and cons, and then take the right decision. Alternatively, seek help. Go to the experts for giving you guidance. The last week will open up opportunities for higher studies if you are pursuing any. April is a good month for spirituality. Overall, Sagittarius people are doing much better than many other signs in April. Capricorn. The month of April will draw your attention to your domestic front. Lack of peace and harmony can bother you. Restlessness and anxiety can be there. Venus coming to your fifth house is good for your creativity and finances. Gains in the shares, etc., can be there. However, considering the placement of planets, the amount of financial gains may not be large. If you are appearing in any kind of competitive examinations, you will succeed. Career-wise, April can bring good results if you are planning to change jobs or looking for a job outside your homeland or your hometown. Try to avoid property matters in April. Mother's health can cause big concern. This month can be good for conception of a child. If you have children, they will also do well. In married life, there can be lack of understanding, so remain a bit careful of that. Spouse's health can also cause concern. However, this month is good for romantic relations. Overall, the month of April can bring situations that can seriously impact your mental peace and cause disharmony at home. Try to pass this month in a simple way and avoid conflicts. Aquarius. Venus's entry in your fourth house brings very positive events for you. Saturn's placement in your sign is adding more responsibility and some challenges in your life. And in this scenario, Venus will bring some relief. Property matters will be beneficial in April. It will be a good month for home improvement. You may also buy a car, a comfortable luxury car. You will feel more mental peace and calmness than the previous months. Solar eclipse and gathering of several planets are happening in your third house, and it's actually not bad. This will actually help you to take action on your ideas and dreams. Take care of cordiality with your siblings and neighbors though. Siblings' health can also cause trouble. If you are employed, you may face some difficulties at the workplace. You may also decide to leave the current job and look for another one, or even start something on your own. You need to manage your finances carefully after the mid-month. Take care of your communication since there are indications of aggressive or egotistic communication causing trouble for you. Chances of sudden travel remains, but plan your travel carefully. Difficulties in the family will go down after the mid-month. From the last week, chances of getting married opens up for you, but wait for another couple of months before you decide anything. If you are married, spouse's health can cause concern. There can be differences with the children. Take good care of your own health. Pisces. For Pisces people, the sign Lord Jupiter will be leaving your sign on 22nd April and will go to the second house. Although it would bring financial stability for you in the long run, in April finances can trouble you. Large amount of expenditure is also foreseen. The eclipse is happening in your second house and the planets are gathering there too. So, disturbances in the family, disturbances in managing finances can bother you. There can be disputes with the extended family members regarding assets. Property matters will come out in the forefront this month. Some obstacles will also be there from the third week. Read all documents carefully before signing the papers. Career-wise, there may be a change of job. Business people also seems to be doing just okay. If you're married, it's a moderate month provided you are willing to make adjustments. Spouse's health can cause worry. Take care of your own health too. Sudden illness or hospitalization cannot be ruled out. Spiritually, it will be a very productive month for Pisces people. That's it for now, everyone. I shall see you again with another video in some time. In the month of April, I may not be able to post longer videos, but I'll be in touch with you through shorts and through the community posts. Do subscribe to my channel and like this video if you find this informative. May God bless us all. Thank you so much.